Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Play action here on first down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The Hokies come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position, but now it's third and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Hokies. And they grab the early lead. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They're setting out to try the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. Fights off a defender.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The tight end has got it, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Second down and goal. We go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Let's see what they can do here. Third down and goal from the 1. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. That kind of execution, the long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Let's fly out of the wideout. He makes the grab. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the first down. Was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks free. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback still with the football. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. The Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Good throw to the left. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. We knew he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. This quarterback on fire today. See if they can convert the point after. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Offense trots that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Looking to throw it deep. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs. The defense comes down with it.
First down here for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Mason. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Hokies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And that run produces a decent gain. Crucial third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he slings this pass over the middle. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And the Trojans will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. Here's another interception. Losing track. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Refusing to be brought down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Close to the tight end. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking for a deep completion. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage and makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at 35.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it off to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. He's running out of time here. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, SC. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense played coverage, but blitz. Running back with the football. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Hokies will have to punt this one away. He's going to kick it away for the second time. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the returner heads out of bounds. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's got his man open downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And the Trojans will come to the line to run the hurry up. Handoff to the single back. He shreds the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And completion makes it second and short. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Trojans. Trying to come all the way back.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And looking for a big play here. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The Trojans are in the red zone. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Looking for 6. Touchdown, USC. Still no answer for this offense. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for a gap. It's Mason. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Hokies pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. The tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Caught quickly. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The back's got it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this 4th down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass or a run. And by anticipating it, they're able to keep him short of the first down marker.
Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line. But they found the soft spot of the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense at taking advantage what the defense gave them.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And they pick up the first on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense, and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for
them. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And he's got it. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Southern California. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. That's another passing strike for this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Mason. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that completion.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Hokies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you get this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for two to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
Max through the extra point. We are dead even here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, SC. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
PHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense had an opportunity here to really kind of seal this game, and instead they allow the quarterback scramble to pick up some big yards and get a first down and get out of bounds.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hand...
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hokies. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the crucial try for the extra point. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Trojans offense is back out on the field. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win it in regulation? First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 now for the offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And a late timeout taken. Just 4 seconds on the clock. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. On the 27, it'll be a 44-yard field goal attempt for the win. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation